Welcome back to ION Formula Racing video for today. And that we're the last time that we just never been got here for many more reasons. So we have last time we did complete finishing in Canadian racing circuits as well inside of Vancouver International Circuit, and which is I already did, including Auckland International Raceway and Blue Wallaby International Park Raceway. And now we're going to be headed all over to Hungary, Tivoli Racing Circuit as well. And I never pretty heard about this thing, and it's going to be for one more thing. I should be able to launch for the Formula 1 car as well. And we're ready to go, because instead of about for only one thing for his last qualifying minutes like their ways until for the last 5 minutes, and that we go, because I have been experiencing for a massive torrential rain in about of this circuit. This is where that we did absolutely try to do this, because before the storm, and I'll be rejoining once again, and there is nothing happened. Unfortunately, it does happen again and again to do this once again for this as well. So we have to be for other kinds of advanced circuits as well. And then we absolutely started to become a spectator. So the first thing, the qualify has been started. As for only one thing, we're going to be teleported into the garage, and let's get right inside of this vehicle. So let's get on to for the Aston Martin. We still have anything that you should be able to do this as well. So we're going to be going for medium tires. We still absolutely wanted to do for hard tires, but as you can see that I might able to move for the camera mode. That does not actually work like this because of this some sort of an update like this one. And the chat filter has been completely updated, and everything is absolutely completely verified, and looks like the players tab has been completely updated. So we're going to be maximize the fuel into 100%, and let's just get ready to drive, and let's just try to do is mouse control. We're gonna be trying to do for is using for its mouse control as well. And the manual transmission isn't going to be like this, or maybe it was completely deactivated as well. Let's just get all the way out here, and we're ready to complete against for one race. But instead of going to increase the volume all the way up, let's just hear for the DRS instead of it for this one race. Press G to activate the ERS, and when it rains, we cannot able to respawn the cars. When it's out of fuel to complete the race, oh, we got a track warning like that. And the first sector is even bad like that, so to do this. This is where I completed any kinds of race, because I just experienced a heavy rains and lightning strikes. I swear, my Celestia, this isn't gonna be pretty good as well, or survive like that well. It's not even possible that we didn't able to give myself a second warning, and the ERS is full. And let's go for the automatic transmission itself. I hopefully that we're gonna be deploy the ERS, and let's just give ourselves for a good start. Here we go. We didn't absolutely having for a good try for just such as one moment, and redeploying the ERS and the DRS that we already deployed as well. And we just absolutely started to get running out of points as well. We did not able to get ourselves a second warning like that. And this is going to be for the recharging point. onto those corners and not getting ourselves to get all the way. We're still gonna be having for a little bit trouble, and I feel I have more trouble by using for the mouse steering. And it's still going to be deploy, regain, and it completely automatically turned off. And redeploy the ERS, and looks like we have officially completed the lap time. 1 minute and 13 seconds, and it wasn't that bad. Let's redeploy once again, enable the DRS, and let's just going to switch for a hot lap as well. We're slightly out of the race, and I'm gonna be pressing K for such as fuel mix as well. Alright, let's go for the hot lap as well, as we'll last 93% of the fuel, and we'll very think the car is powerful, and we're not gonna be able to be thinking of a little bit of ways. Oh, we just make it itself too wide. 0.4 seconds onto the second sector. But looks like the ERS is out of juice, completely getting upside down, and we're losing grip. That's really possible. And I just completely making things for a very stuck moment. And the grip has just completely going to be slightly back as well. I need to change some medium tires. And once I just completely ruined myself with the front wing. So we need to absolutely going to be currently repairs for to do so. We are last 90% of this fuel. Looks like we're almost ready. We're going to be clicking to pit as well. We're going to be staying for our aerodynamics, and let's just completely able to go with some controls. And here we go in about there ourselves. But instead, we're going to be going around. But first off, I'm at over $7 million in cash. And then I have slightly turned back into the basis controls of the speeds. So I have to turn on the DRS on. And the ERS redeploying back as well. Did I get another warning for this? I'm going back for such as a little bit this. We're still having for some hot lap issues around here. And I feel such as only one thing. Still going to deploy. Regaining myself. And it's still going to be completed like that one. And the second sector is absolutely completed like this one. And the final sector I'm going to be using for such as the keyboard. And we're ready for the DRS to deploy. Into the curb. Deploy the ERS. And let's just give ourselves a maximum attack as we're going. We're doing this. The session is over. I think the qualification is completely over. 1 minute and 20 seconds. And we're losing ERS. We possibly indeed it. I refuse to save the ERS. And this isn't going to be just like as only one thing. Redeploying the ERS, and once it's absolutely going to be coming around here. Ooh, we're almost absolutely giving myself a corner cut as well, and I might going to be slightly going to be the fastest lap ever in my second sector. Isn't going to be just like only one problem. And we still absolutely try to regain about this. And thus, the qualify session is over. And redeploying the ERS. And we're going to be seeing how my best lap is should be able to do. 1 minute and 12 seconds, and that was pretty interested about for only one thing. I think the race is going to be start at the little bit of one moment, and currently it was sunny as well. The race is starting as really possible, and I will probably might able to join the race, and if not, I'm not able to be joining this race until it rains, and I definitely going back into the pits, and I'm not going to be chosen for the IndyCar itself and the LMP1 prototype itself for just as one. Let's bring it back into the pits. I think we're not able to join a race because unfortunately the session is over because the race was eventually cancelled. Let's get back into the pits as well, and we're going to be changing another vehicle to do so, but instead going really fast. But this is where I just absolutely completely ruined myself. I really heard some red to green lights as going to be away we go, and then I'll be actually jumping myself out of the car, and let's just completely able to change instead of despawning the car.